Hey everybody, welcome back to Hollow Knight, and this is just going to be a video of, getting the last bit of percents before I beat the game.
The exciting part.
Yeah. There's not a lot because we've collected a lot of it during the game, but I've also spaced on a couple things, namely this one.
Is this back in like the second level with the whole forest thing, or is this a different part?
I could have gotten this way earlier in the game. Whoops.
No. How many comments told you that you missed that?
None, actually. I don't even think anyone remembered it, including myself. Ha!
I'm disappointed something awful. Usually you're on your feet about that kind of thing. Shame on you.
There's like a couple that I gotta buy here. I gotta buy this one here at Sly for like a lot of money.
I mean, considering where we know where these hollow people come from, is it a little bit kind of grotesque for him to just have hollow heads on his wall?
We're actually gonna explore what these mask fragments are this episode. With more lore!
Yes! My favorite! And your least favorite.
Yes. Which is ironic because with the D&D game I'm running, I am writing a lot of lore that'll probably never be seen. Heh. And yeah, I've officially bought everything at Sly's store.
You see him look sad as his life lacks purpose now.
Dude's got a mountain of Geo, it's fine. So, we're gonna be doing the best quest in the game. Now, this is a quest that's gonna span across 4 separate zones, and something really weird happened here. I don't know what the heck happened here, but it's a mix of 2 separate glitches. My Shadow Dash happened to, collide with a thing, and for the rest of the videos up until the end of the main story, my Shadow Dash for damage is not gonna work, and I don't even realize it.
Oh. I would imagine that would be a problem.
It's mainly a lack of convenience. It helps a lot, but since I didn't realize I didn't have it until like near like the last video. But yeah, for this quest, I kind of want to clear out everything here because there's a caveat. We have to go across 4 zones, but if I don't sleep at a bench, a majority of the enemies will not respawn. There will be some, but not all of them.
Oh, is this the escort mission you've been talking about?
This is indeed the escort mission, the best quest.
Oh boy. Everyone loves escort missions.
Yeah, notice that speed counter in the corner. Also, I got lost.
Is there off chance that this escort has ballistics too?
No.
Damn it.
I like Ashley, I think she's funny.
That was the first game where they actually had the model kind of do things to help you while they escort you. Oh, you're actually going to duck when I point the gun at you? This is definitely not GoldenEye.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a long path.
And where are you taking this escort? Like, where's the end journey?
Oh, we're getting there. It's actually in this area, the Queen's Garden. Now, keep an eye on this area specifically.
Oh, I can...
There's the end point. We've actually seen this before in the video, but I kind of brushed it off. But me, being the idiot I am, I didn't set up a warp point, so yeah, let's cut the black.
That's kind of a warp point, at least for the audience.
Yeah. Hello, you bitch.
I feel bad for her. Well, not really. I hate her. I don't even know why we hate her yet, but I guess I'll hate her.
You have to play the game to not like this woman. She's actually a very important part of the backstory, but my god.
She's trying to sound like she's smart with things like outsideness.
It's weird, she not only has like a different vernacular, she has an entirely different language half the time.
I misread that as, nacho.
Well, every single time she says leche, I think she's referencing Che Guevara. Specifically, I'm reminded of the scene from Peace Walker where Steve Bloom is like, Dead at 31, just like El Che.
Wow.
So, they mentioned in the text that this is the last flower of its kind. It's a rare, delicate object. One of a kind. There's nothing else like it.
O thouest hollow knight, thou who desires 100% of thy Let's Play, I shall provide thee with difficult mission number 1.
Yeah, so, let's take a stroll. Now, it's a really damn good thing I cleared absolutely everything. Because, my god, if you do this when Infected Crossroads is around, this is the worst quest ever.
It kind of reminds me of a quest in the original Nier. There's one where you have to carry a fragile package from one place to another.
Oh,
if you get hit, if you run or if you roll, the package breaks. And you only get, like, one shot, I think.
Wow.
It's nonsense. You have to go through the overworld where enemies will spawn out of nowhere.
Yeah, one of my friends said that that's like a cavia thing. Jesus.
It's one of those ones you go into the overworld, 5 steps, you roll to avoid an enemy, and he goes, oh, the package broke, and you go, forget this.
Yeah. Now, there's a very specific reason why I did the first part of this at 5 times speed, because, man, this is friggin' long.
Oh, so you're saying that even the benches act somewhat like bonfires. Dark Souls reference, that when you go to them, they revive all the enemies in the zone. So if you kill them in advance, then you don't have to worry about it.
Not just in the zone, in the entire game. Like, you go through 5 zones in this game, and then so long as you don't sit at a single bench, enemy deaths persists for the most part. There are some very minor enemies that respawn. Like a while ago you saw a little stupid fly just kind of putzing around. They still live.
So again, if you get hit, period, it's failure.
Mm-hmm. And there are other kickers. If you take the bus, it breaks. If you use teleportation, it breaks. Ironically enough, if you use Shine Spark, it doesn't break, which really doesn't make a lot of sense.
The bus is a much wilder ride, I guess.
You said it. I'm trying so hard to be careful because this is one of those things where I just have that memory of sheer terror from not looking down at one point.
So, is this the worst side mission? Or is the Skies of Arcadia have to get the meat so the mom and the daughter get back together the worst side mission?
I know you like Skies of Arcadia, Travis, but I'm honestly gonna say this because there's actual elements of having to do repetition because of a single minor mistake. With Skies of Arcadia, it's just, yeah, you just gotta take 3 laps, it's fine.
It's more than 3 laps, I promise you that. I cut a lot of it out.
I just feel like with this one, like, a lot of people may screw it because they don't understand the route. Like me right now when I'm going down the wrong fucking path again. Like, and you have to go through 5 zones and there's so much to take in that you have to be super cautious. But that's not why I consider this the hardest one. No. We'll see that later once we get to the end point.
Spike Pit.
Yep. Also, here's another one that could definitely get you. At random times, one of those little jellyfish dudes will hide behind the foreground effect, and you can't see those things. It's amusing, really, because I think a couple videos ago we were praising foreground effects in this game for being good. Not today.
Listen, we're specific with our criticisms and our compliments. It's great today, terrible tomorrow.
Very much an allegory of life itself. I better not go down that column. Good.
It's been a second. He's trying to remember.
Oh, I remember this for the most part, but I was just sitting there like, do I really do that? No way. Okay, good.
Oh no, you got the... Oh yeah, and I noticed acid water has no effect on this delicate flower either.
Yeah, because we have the thing that says acid water is repelled by us, so we protect the acid water. If you try to do this without it, it breaks. Well, now it's just time for the home stretch. I honestly think that this is for the most part, the easiest part of the run, just because Queen's Garden is kind of tame.
I mean, this seems pretty straightforward, as long as you do the prep work, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't kill absolutely everything, this quest sucks. Which is amusing, because when I first did this, I didn't kill everything ahead of time. Now for the hardest part.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Yup. Every time. Without fail. Now here's why I hate this woman.
You disappoint me, thy Hollow Knight.
You're not wrong.
She's dead. Why?
I hear that voice clip every time. It's so annoying.
Oh, why?
Eventually I get my head in the game.
That was close. Your head scraped.
Flower broke. Damn it. I wish I could psychic knife you.
I'm willing just to accept the one light point.
Now the amusing part is that I think during my hour time span at one point I fucked up and placed the teleportation point away from here, so I had to walk back again. We're done.
Never speak to her again. Thank you for finishing that ridiculous mission. I shall give you the greatest prize. 1 rancid egg.
I would honestly like that, because then I could be like, no, this quest is stupid.
And I'd be like, you can finally use it. Huh? That was all for a heart piece, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we're done. I was just gonna say it's very reminiscent of like a lot of infamous Zelda heart piece quests. I want to break the sword. I hate this place.
You can use the torch ability to create arson in this particular zone.
So this is an area we haven't gone to yet, mainly because it's entirely side content. But there's a magic container piece here.
I also noticed your sword is destroying this zone as well.
Yeah, turns out, I remember somebody mentioned to me, like a friend of mine said, like, I don't know why you use fragile strength. The return is not as great, especially in the later game. Boy, were they wrong. Next video, they're gonna see why.
Can't believe all these commenters. Liars.
Eat the rich. Ow.
Stab the poor.
The poor being me. Yeah, look how wonderful this is now that I have unending strength and max sword. This is dumb.
Well, I imagine, especially after you got that one, like, what was it, the boosted strength one that now doesn't break? Like, even the main boss is, like, main last boss is going to be kind of a pushover.
Yep. So this was in City of Tears, as you can tell by the song. The next one is later, because I forgot this happens.
Wow, a bug older than other ones.
We've actually met this bug before. This is the guy we cash in all our relics with.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, I kind of didn't show all this stuff because a lot of his knowledge is cute but inconsequential to the main plot.
You are keeping lore from our audience?
Maybe.
No, this is why I have to tell people that you hate pizza, because otherwise they wouldn't ever hear about it. lost in the annals of time.
I think we see most of it. It's just that at some point he starts repeating the same line, and I just cut that out.
Why are you reading my beard and my ass? I look actually kind of more tentacles than anything.
Yeah, it's a little strange. Now this one, this is a misleading thing. It says all your geo, but really all you need to do is hit 3,000.
Ah, Hollow Knight, where we reward the rich.
Yeah? A common complaint in this game is that in the endgame you have so much friggin' geo and nothing to use it on. Now time for some actual interesting lore. Well, I don't find it interesting because I don't see the connection, but maybe someone else will point it out for me. Look at this guy.
What's he up to? He's painting and he's etching?
He's making masks. So this is kind of an interesting thing. We've mentioned before the fact that the White King has used abysslings to his own end. This guy actually gives the Abyss people a face so they can, like, you know, not scare the shit out of everyone else. And I kind of like the things he says, like you need a face to exist, to focus, to have identity.
Wow, their faces underneath the mask are creepy.
Yeah. Dude hasn't stopped making faces. Why, I don't know, but yeah.
There should be just piles of them everywhere.
There kind of is, if you take a look on the right and the left, the back. And he's also one of the two people that recognizes that you have the King's brand.
Something tells me that the Hollow Knight does not have a face.
Kinda. We did learn that he is an abyssling, so what he's wearing right now is a mask. It's why all the heart containers we've been collecting are mask fragments.
He just puts them on top of his mask.
Yeah, reinforces the masks.
You know, I really wish you'd stop blowing off my mask. That's kind of shitty.
Now we're gonna go do a thing that I should have done way before, but now I actually have, you know, reason to do so because they put the reward for it in there. Also, this dude's a bastard.
I like that design, but I also noticed that your dash didn't do any damage.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either. This is me like, is this where I gotta go? Is this right? Because at this point I'm referencing a guide to figure out what the hell to do.
Oh god. Is that a kind of a unspoken rule break in the something awful land? I don't know.
No, a lot of people use guides nowadays. In this game, you fucking need a guide if you want to get absolutely everything. There's clues for everything, but there's just so much that it's impossible to keep track of normally. Especially since this was made during Grimm Troupe.
I would like it where this game would have like alternate costumes, but in the case of this game, alternate masks.
That would be neat. I would like it if you could switch between masks of the of your like little dead brothers.
Or possibly when you kill important characters, or you know they get removed from the story, you can buy their mask at a shop or something.
That would be neat. I'd like that. But here, this is the Weaver's Den, and we get the Weaver's Song. This is a neat level that has absolutely no relevance to the plot.
They call that fleshing it out.
Also, welcome to noise pollution again.
Hey, at least it wasn't as bad as last time.
Because we're here to do the last vessel fragment challenge. And also, I had to like go here and come back because this is another one of the challenges where having the enhanced attack dash actually makes it impossible to beat.
Wow. Something very satisfying about watching trick platforming.
It's very... I do like this one. It's like, it's not dumb like a Kaizo, but it is fun. Especially this right here.
Come on! Come on!
You're not gonna kill me,
I just want to eat you!
And that should be the last magic vessel fragment. With that, we technically have 2 faces full of focus, but they recharge on use, so it just kind of gradually refills. Also, I never demonstrated
what do
it,
they want?
But the Weaver Song badge that we got, it basically spawns little ground missiles, and this is way better because it has no cost.
Oh, then why not? Just keep that on forever, then.
Because there are a lot of enemies that are in the sky. This one, however, this is a good trinket. But yeah, I feel like that'd be a...
What's this one called?
This is called Dream Shield, and I'm about to equip it in a minute. Weaver Song, though, yeah, if you get it on, it's really good.
Can you get that earlier in the game?
You could get it once you get to, Deep Nest. Dream Shield, however, gives you this.
Oh. Didn't one of the bosses have that?
Yeah, one of the Warriors bosses had that. 2 of them, actually. This thing blocks bullets, does a single... And if it collides with an enemy, it does a single attack. And specifically, if you, focus, it speeds up its spin. Also, I'm looking to get 100% badges here, so we gotta advance Grimm Troupe a little bit more. Hey, buddy.
Is he playing a grub?
Yes. There's something about the Grimm Troupe's aesthetic that I really like. It's like a gypsy carnival circus thing, and I think it looks neat, especially this.
Who could be watching this show? Nobody but the audience. Oh, hello, Alucard.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Back at you, buddy.
Yeah, you all right there? You sound like you smoke 5 packs an hour.
You know, you can look back, you can look towards me and we can have eye contact, have a civil discussion.
No, I have to be an edgelord.
There's no anime outro happening right now.
This writing is so cheesy, I love it.
Have you ever thought of a glass of water?
No. That's not fire.
Claim their flame and return it to me. You're some kind of leader that requires me to find certain people, take their flame, and bring them back to you. That seems pretty original. Anyway, let's get going.
An interesting bit, they don't really talk about it in detail. You have to do some very specific things. But the flame they're looking for is called the Flame of Nightmares, I believe. Is a very specific type of dream essence that occurs from the devastation of a civilization. So while the whole time we've been dealing with dream essences, now we're dealing with nightmares.
You have to kind of be suspicious of a group that gets a hard-on based on cataclysms.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's 100% badges.
Oh, that's a real interesting floating flower thing you have there, son.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Oh, well. Guess it's better than talking to me, I suppose. Okay, well.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
And now, the best reward.
I'm sorry?
Don't worry about it.
Oh boy. My eye socket.
One thing I never noticed before doing this recording, the item received jingle is distorted and uncomfortable because of that.
Yep. So does that do anything?
Oh yes. It is actually a really good buff. Sadly, you only get it at the end of the game, but it's worth it.
Also, now you're married, didn't you know?
So here's what happens with her blessing.
Oh.
She turns effectively every bench into a hot spring.
Is that something, is that a badge you have to put on, or is it just a static buff you have?
It's something you have forever. Her love and her blessing is forever.
Also, how is she ghost forming herself? Is this what marriage is about?
She's with you forever. Forever and ever. I think she's a funny character, at least, so she gets a free pass.
She's very soft compared to a lot of these other characters.
I kind of wish, though, for like just for a couple of screens, you would see like a big lip imprint on Hollow Knight's mask, at least to
be a big lipstick mark on his forehead,
and he just doesn't even realize or doesn't care.
Oh, now that we're married, I can ask you a question. Have you seen my former husband and all of my caterpillar children? I haven't seen them in years.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, well, I don't know. I saw you walking around those areas where I heard the voices.
That's the thing I never really thought about. That's actually kind of dark.
Hey, she's moving on. She's moving on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my men without personality.
But yeah, with that, and hopefully, if I ever get off my stupid ass, I'll get the appendix videos up. We have 100% completion in the main game. If I do the Grimm Troupe stuff, I believe that bumps us up to 107%. So that'll be after this. Next video, though, are the endings of the main game, at least.
It's been a long journey, man. We're gonna find out if this game has a good ending or not, and the lore will be justified. The lore!
I like the ending a lot, personally. I think it's really cool.